white man. I came in here, and I'm not over here, and I'm not over there, and I'm not up here, and I'm not down here. As you can see, I am clearly chaotically neutral. This is right, motherfucker, chaotic neutral. Coming up next, Too Late. It's too fucking late. Def Leppard, Too Late for Love, homage from the leopard that is deaf. But this leopard has got ears. On UGH 75.
Somewhere in the distance, I hear a bell ring. The darkness of the underground spawns a different type of thing. And the haters up the street, they hide their heads in fright, 'cause there's thousands of us waiting when they turn out the lights, and it's too late. Too late. Too late. Too late.
Too late for love when you're hustling the underground. The rhythms and the rhymes come together, making perfect sound. You feel it in your bones as it rocks you to the core. Try to walk away, it keeps you coming back for more. Dreams turn to ashes and relationships to mud. Infection runs deep, inhabiting your blood. No way to resist the call, no matter how you try. The siren song so beautiful it makes you wanna cry. Horrorcore, old school, trap metal, acid rap, hair metal, hip hop, mash up where it's at. Deaf like a leopard, moss or jam, juggalo or not. Down here we're all fam, swimming with the sharks, never backing down. Always bringing dope shit when we come into your town. Open up your mind to the chaos that we sell. Let the music take you back from your own private hell. Every minute, every day it courses faster through your veins. Hungry like an earworm, it burrows deep into your brain. Takes you to a safe place from the torture and the pain. Weight of this cathartic scene, you know we fucking go insane. Music is a lifeblood, we take it sacred as a wife. Doesn't matter what coast, psychopath, ninja, try for all 7 continents. We love the edge of a knife, there's no escaping once you're down, you're underground for life.
Standing on the trapdoor, no fear from me and you. The backstage full of clowns, they've all paid their dues. And the haters over there, they think they're pretty cool. But when their show is said and done, they always lay in a pool, and it's too late.
Every bit of me is pleading for release from this. Every day's a struggle, trying to hustle up some bliss. It eats at me, I wish for peace, but it seems out my reach. Too tired now to try again, I let it win and it defeat. I'm just a corpse, of course, my soul just doesn't know it yet. The source of my remorse is also all I hope to get. A deadly destiny is definitely set for me. I try to quiet riots deep inside me till it set me free. I'm all alone within, I hold a giant raging storm. Became complacent cause the taste of pain remains the norm. It's all I know, so I suppose that it's become my home. As though I need more reasons to believe relief just won't be shown. The only friend I've called my own, I'm told the devil's twin. Feels heaven sent, the medicine begs me to let it in. It sinks its teeth and meet the needles deep beneath the skin. I pull the trigger, let's an enter, then again the deed begins.
Like angels falling from the sky, the devil dances when you cry. So send us flowers, say goodbye. We sing these heathen lullabies. There's no escape now from our fate. So send your flowers to our wake and raise your prayers up to the sky. We sing these heathen lullabies.
The more I hope for better days, the more it rains and pours. I feel the weight, I'm about to break. I'm stained with painful sores. I'm torn between the brink of sanity and the beginless hole. So many of us gathered here together, yet we're still alone. Keep to and abusers, steady losing faith. Inducing comas more conducive to a new escape. I choose to stay despite the rate at which it fuels the hate. Can't wait for it to take me. You can't save me now, I'm through in place. I used to say it's Susan. The pain that was a useful lie. I used this jerk cause mutual hurt because of stupid pride. And doing mine now just a putrid addict you despise. My future is conclusive now, no use to try, my noose is tied. So send us flowers cause our funerals will come along and mourn our losses with those dollars off and carry on. We sing the sleepy things like lullabies with devil songs. They rest in peace. We know we're next and still we keep on doing wrong.
Like angels falling from the sky, the devil dances when we cry. So send us flowers, say goodbye. We sing these heathen lullabies. There's no escape now from our fate. So send your flowers to our way and raise your prayers up to the sky. We sing these heathen lullabies. We sing these heathen lullabies. We sing these heathen lullabies. Whoa. We sing these heathen lullabies. Oh yeah. We sing these heathen lullabies. Like angels falling from the sky, the devil dances when we cry. So send us flowers, say goodbye. We sing these heathen lullabies. There's no escape now from our fate. So send your flowers to our way and raise your prayers up to the sky. We sing these heathen lullabies. We sing these heathen lullabies. We sing these heathen lullabies.
All right, that's about enough of that shit. I tried. Yes, I'm running around shirtless. It's hotter than the 7th layer of hell in here.
And then some.
Fucking hotter than balls. Probably hotter other places. Yep, I'm going to get rid of the fucking glare collectors, too. Hi, how are you? We got this here. Here we go. We put this where we go. We're going to right there. There we go. Ha! I'll get it. You know, this goofy foot shit's fucking me up. Anyway, No Haters Season 2, Episode 11. We got Killa Yak sitting backstage. I can't get this right, whatever. Sorry, I'm going to be OCD for just a second. Cool. All right. No, I'm going to have to check that out, fix that. I'm actually going to fix that. No, it's not used. It's nobody's connection. I think it's my connection. It's my, because I really should be hardwired for this. My bad. I'm going to fix that. I know. We may have to use a MacBook. Can we use a MacBook next time if we don't have a hard? That way we can sit out there and hardwire it.
You know why we didn't do the dinner
I know. Don't know because don't think about that shit. Yeah, well, you know. So as always, lots of shit going on. We got lots of stuff coming up. Earworm Garage Show in Rhode Island. If you haven't seen the advertisements for it yet, the ads for it yet, check it out. Earworm Entertainment. 2 weeks. 2 weeks from yesterday. 2 weeks.
Today.
Sunday.
Yes, 2 weeks from yesterday.
2 weeks from yesterday.
Yes.
Yes. Cool. And so that's going to be fucking dope. It always is. We were there last week. And guess what? Yours truly going to be on the stage this time.
Yes.
Can't wait. I got to practice my shit. I know why.
Yes.
That's all right. I got my perfect hamster. I got a guinea pig. My guinea pig.
Did you just call me a fucking guinea pig?
I called you a guinea pig.
I'm
You're my
gonna whoop
guinea
your
pig.
ass.
Promise?
Yes.
Make me like it?
Yes.
Cool. Anyway, so for those of you who haven't met Sweet Pea, this is Sweet Pea. She is my other half and my other half and my other half. So other half of No Haters, she's the admin, and all y'all who are like talking to No Haters more often than not,
It's me.
it's gonna be Sweet Pea. I do get on there occasionally, but you know, I'm trying to. She's actually taking so much of the burden off me with this. Not that it's a burden, don't get it wrong, but you know, it's just extra because I got so much shit going on. This way, I can concentrate more on music and shit like that, and licking her face because I can do that while she's working, and it doesn't make any difference. Oh, I love you too. Anyway, all right, enough of this. We're gonna make people start puking in their mouths a little bit. Too sickly sweet. No, I didn't like that.
No.
Nope.
No.
This is a match made in hell. Y'all are in trouble though. Ain't no lie. You thought I was bad. Anyway. Cool. So yeah, we got other shit coming up. Shows, more shows, more music.
I learn how to not talk 1,000 miles an hour.
Why? Nobody can understand you. Sorry, I talk a little slow. Everybody can understand me. Crazy Clown show going on in Vegas in October. Must see. It's a must see if you're going to be anywhere near Vegas or already plans going for Vegas. And that's an awesome time to be there anyway.
And then we'll have an announcement for the next show after Vegas.
We will.
A big announcement.
Big announcement.
Big.
Stay tuned. I know you're going to anyway. All right. It was, we got anything else happening down there? Around anything we got to talk about? All right. Well, lots of shows coming up too. You know, No Haters. We're going strong. Lots of big names coming up. I could think big names, you know, because being in the underground like this, they've been around longer than I have, and they're fucking really, really dope artists. Every single one of them. So many talented people out here. Did I mention it's hotter than the 7th layer of hell in here right now?
Well, we've only gotten to 7.
I'm sure it'll get hotter. It's not August yet. I know. Anyway. I know. I still have some clothes on. The shirts, everything else comes out, there's going to be a problem. That's when you know it's really fucking hot. All right. Anyway, so I think that covers everything, right? Bye-bye. All right. Cool. So, without further ado, I give you Killa Yak.
What up, though? Thank
Going
you for having me
brother?
on. See it, man. Just living it.
I feel you, brother.
Been waiting to get on this show for a minute now.
I know. I've been waiting to get you on here. It's like shit just never works, scheduling and whatever.
Oh, man, your life action packed. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's awesome.
It's a lot easier now.
It's a lot easier now because I got Sweet Pea doing. She's helping me out a lot.
That's what's up.
Yeah. You know, teamwork, man. It's partnership, and we found we actually work really well on all levels as partners. I mean, all levels. You know, we're work partners outside of this. We're partners with No Haters. We're partners.
We talked a little bit before this, and same thing with the dude in the group that I'm in that we talked about. Even if I'm doing the same amount of stuff, when he's with me doing it too, it just makes it easier, makes it go smoother.
It really
Having
does.
that partner.
Yeah, it does most definitely. It's always good to have somebody like that. But so anyway, let's. How are you doing, brother? We haven't really gotten a chance to talk in a minute. We've had a lot of shit going on, and the last couple of days, but it's been mostly about the show. So,
yeah, hey man, I'm just living it. I'm doing pretty good. I would have been doing better if my weed man showed up in time, but hey, I'm smoking some roaches in my bowl. Put some keef on top. I'm gonna be all right. I had a little injury, you know what I'm saying. So, besides that, though, I'm living lavish.
awesome. Injury? What'd you do to yourself? That's not okay.
Oh man, I just through a series of events, my arm ended up getting infected.
Yeah, shit happens like that.
Yeah.
You never know what's gonna make it go down like that either.
No. I've had a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? Like you get one, and that just like breaks it, and you start getting them. And I had one years ago, so
I picked this
now
up.
it just happens.
True.
Yeah, no fucking doubt. All right, so as you well know, because I mean we've talked about this a little bit. Interview, it's not really it's really obviously laid back. It's not really interview, you know, kind of. But there's a few things that I usually ask people about, you know, just so everybody can get to know you a little bit better. Like, for example, my favorite, and I ask everybody this: origin story for your name.
Oh man, so originally my name was Maniac, and that's going back to like the late '90s. And so my name was Maniac, but that's really generic. You know, there's 1,000 maniacs out there. Most of them bring the name down, to be honest. And you know, everybody was calling me Yak for short, anyways. So I actually kept Maniac longer than I should have, just because like it's hard to change your name when you've already been putting albums out and everything. So I held it off, but one album I just called it the cutoff. I was like, yo, this Maniac shit's out the door. I sold off all the stickers and shirts that I had that said it, and look, it's Yak Killa Yak from now on. And I don't, and people always ask me, he's like, oh, you're a killer fucking deer. No, like Yak because it's short for Maniac, but the killer is meant not as like killer, like stab killer, like oh, that killer over there.
Sense.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You could be like, oh, that killer over there, that dude, or a killer dude, you know?
Yeah. I got a couple people. That's what, you know, I call everybody brother. I got a couple dudes call me Killa. You know, that's what they call you know, everybody though. So it's
a lot of white rappers will use that word in place of using the N word because they don't have a good vocabulary to begin with. So that, you know,
yeah, Killa Ninja's one I've heard a lot last few years.
Yeah, but that's like I'm all for it and all that, but that's not. I don't feel like I can put that with me. I'm not on psychopathic, you know. So like I don't take their words and stuff.
I've heard just generically, you know, everybody picked up on it. I mean, it's not like you can copyright a word like ninja.
It seems these days that ninja is just like ambiguous. Like everybody says that shit now. But I was listening to ICP back when I started listening between Ringmaster and Riddlebox. It was like right around the time Beverly Kills came out, I believe. And so nobody was saying ninja until, for me, no one was saying that shit until ICP was doing it. So I just always feel like that's theirs.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Well, that's definitely good, and I get what you're saying because there's a lot of maniacs out there.
Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely right. It is kind of generic. I mean, it's a good name, but there's just so many people with it. It's become
right. I mean, I was usually in groups for most of the beginning of it. And we had 100 different names for what we were calling ourselves because like what sounded dope on Tuesday by Friday is played out. So like we went through 100 names for that. The person I really started taking shit serious with, I gave him his name. I was writing all of his lyrics too. He couldn't write. And he ended up not being able to rap either. So that's why but you know what I'm saying? But like his name changed 100 times. So we had a name that I hate now as a group name, but it became his name. And like to me now that's who he is. So like the process of a name, man, like I guess it don't never stop. You know, I got a million AKAs on top of it, you know, so.
Oh, yeah, there you go. See, that's
I
see
the same
that.
name for 10 years at least.
Yeah, I mean, like
I was Maniac for like almost 20 or more. Yeah, probably about 20. I was Maniac, but I mean, about 5 years into that, people were just saying Yak for short anyway. So,
right. See, like the chaotic neutral thing is fairly new. That happened just before, you know, No Haters started last.
That's
June.
such a dope name too. I don't know if you plucked that out of thin air or like somebody said that shit to you, but the shit is that's dope.
It suits him so well. Like, it really does.
The way you spell it too, with the backwards K's and shit, yeah, you got your logo down pat. That shit dope.
Yeah, I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, there's actually a decent story behind that one too. I got a really good friend of mine. He used to live right around here. We used to hang out all the time. I had a house, not like you had a reference point, but over on West Proctor Road, Center Rutland. It's right near here. A bunch of us, we used to just hang out, weekends or whatever, at my kitchen table. I had a huge kitchen table, and we'd sit around and we'd like eat, play Magic, smoke dope all fucking day.
Speaking of which,
And we're
is straight smoke on here?
Yeah, I don't give a shit, brother. That's a fucking
Full.
sure, if you don't mind, baby. I think that's empty. It might need to be repacked.
Smoke cheaper, smoke cheaper.
Well, didn't bring me the grinder. I got it.
We're gonna turn this from the No Haters podcast to the No Haters Smoke Sesh.
No Haters podcast.
There you go.
I already did one episode.
You know Jay Gutter though. He does the Hood Smokers podcast.
Who?
You don't know Jay Gutter?
No.
He's from Detroit. He been in the underground. So like, he probably been around as long as I have because I've been fucking with him for about as long. So I would say I got out there. Well, our first album came out in 2001. So let's say that. So he been around since at least then, probably before. But yeah, he doing on YouTube just like you was right now, same setup and everything. The Hood Smokers podcast. I did it 6 months ago, maybe. But he good. You should hit up with Jay Gutter if you find out who he is, and because it might be good. Maybe y'all swap host for it. You know what I'm saying? Because he cool now. He good people.
Yeah. No, I'm always down to fucking collab with people on all levels. On fucking. As far as podcast goes, as far as music goes, I'm always down. I love working with other people. Now you're good, brother.
I might need to not smoke. I'm getting over that Rona. I'm good now, but you know what I'm saying? I've been a smoker since I was fucking an infant, basically. So I got that cough that's going to last for the next 3 months.
Oh yeah, that sucks. That's a lot of people fucking had that. My ex had that. Got it for a while, and I ended up out of work for about a week and a half because of it. Part of it because I didn't get it. I tested negative, but I had to wait for the test so I could go back to work. And then I went back to work because I was sleeping on the couch for like a week and a half. I ended up out with my back all fucked up for another few days.
Yeah, that's rough. See, when it first hit, I never caught it then. And when the vaccines came out, I went and got them. I got the 2. I didn't get the booster though, and I've been straight up until now. So when I had it now, it was like it sucked, and I still got like chest pain sometimes and the cough, but like it was a cold. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad if I didn't get vaccinated, I'd probably been fucked up. I know ain't everybody agree with that vaccine, but that's just where I sit on it.
I have mixed feelings on it, honestly, from everything I've seen. I mean, I never got it, but I also never got Rona. And so, I heard my ex's whole household, well, all right, not all of them, 3 out of the 5, they all got vaccinated, got their boosters. 3 out of the 5 of them got it.
It comes back around with variants too.
Right. I would say she got it so bad she ended up in the fucking hospital after getting the vaccination and the booster. So, and
Potent the Rockstar? That's another one. He does a show like this. Potent the Rockstar. He a dope dude. So I did an interview with him, and we brought the same thing up. And I was like, yeah, I think I don't agree with all that anti-vax shit or all that conspiracy theory behind it. And he was like, he's a black dude, and he was like, think about the history of black people with getting shots from the government. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense, because Tuskegee and shit. And yeah, so now I'm like, all right, yeah, I understand the thing with the anti-vax, but you know what I mean? My mama, I stay, you know what I'm saying? I'm around my mom a lot, and she don't have that immune system, so I wanted to get it, make sure I don't bring it to her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand that. That makes complete sense. I mean, if you got somebody else you're protecting by, loved ones. That makes total fucking sense. I get that completely.
Sure.
Yeah. But anyway, so back to the origin story, quick. So we all used to do this. Used to hang around the kitchen table, smoking weed, playing Magic, just shooting the shit, whatever. And we're hanging out one day, and my buddy Josh, I don't even remember how it comes up, but he starts going around the table because I mean we all play D&D too. So he starts going around.
I want to start a game.
Yeah. Deciding what alignment everybody is. Like, all right, you're definitely chaotic good. You're definitely this. You're definitely this. You're definitely this. And he got to me and he went, I'm going to have to think on that. Hold on. I don't know. Because I've always been that guy. I'm always the wild card. Nobody fucking knows what to think of me because you never know what the fuck's going to come out of my head when.
Dude, totes samesies. Totes samesies. Same shit.
Oh, yeah. See,
I used to be popular just because people had questions for me, like why you do that? Why you wearing that? Why you listen to that? And I was just a weird. Nobody could get me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. So we go back about our business and forget about the conversation. About a half hour, 45 minutes later, he goes chaotic neutral, and everybody just kind of stopped and looked and went, oh, yes. And it kind of stuck. I wasn't actually known as chaotic neutral at that point. I've been in a few garage bands and whatever.
So how long ago was this? Like, how old was you?
Oh, this was
recently though, right?
Okay, as far as how old I was, how old do you think I am now? How old do I look? There, I'll even take the rag off my head.
Let's see. I'll tell you, I think I'm 36. I'm either 36 or 37 because I'm bad at math. I say you 39.
You are my best friend.
I actually think you look younger than me.
I'm going to be 49 in October.
Man, I hope so. I hope so for me, boy.
Yeah.
But right now I'm only 36 or 37. I'll figure it out later. And I'm already looking like I'm about 42. So I need to shave though and get rid of these grays in the beard.
Yeah, he's all salt and pepper.
Yeah.
See, when you all salt and pepper, that's good. Or if you have dark hair and it goes gray, it looks good. But I have blonde hair and a red beard. Like the gray in that bitch just does not look good. And like until it all goes, it's just gonna look like shit.
It's a personality. It's a character thing. Because like this, she did this the last time, and it's fucking. She did a really good job. But if I let it grow out and let the color go completely, I have a gray streak on either side, right in the middle.
That's kind of dope.
Oh, it is. It's awesome, but I don't do this for vanity.
I think I've seen you with it actually on a post or something because it sounds familiar. Yeah, man, I'm thinking about shaving my shit like Dutch Mantel. Dirty Dutch Mantel. He got the big ass mustache and a short beard.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Shit, hey now, I got the.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Try that shit.
It's all. It's all about it, It's
but you said he said chaotic neutral. So how long did it take you to go from him saying that to you to your being like for you plucking that out and being like that's me?
Well, I always and I have mugs and others. I have mugs and other shit that say chaotic neutral on them that I've had for years. People started buying me immediately. I've been
been there.
Yeah, well, my last incarnation as whatever, doing. I was in a garage band. I've been in several garage bands. I've always been a thrasher up until all of this, and I'm still a thrasher at heart. But I'm a juggalo. I'm hardcore into the underground rap. It's fucking amazing.
I used to rap in a death metal band. They did death metal, and I would do like the second verse, the middle verse. I would rap it over the death metal beat. This is 2010s, somewhere in there.
Sometimes there isn't much difference. There's a really fine line, and it blurs a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't do the like I can a little bit, but like I wasn't doing the growl or even the scream. I was just rapping. But there I've heard since then some death metal bands that like kind of do both, and that should trippy like rapping like even quick pace, but with the growl.
Yeah, no doubt. And then some metal bands like Mushroomhead, but well, ish now, but in the beginning there were the two vocalists. There was J Man and Jeffrey Nothing. J Man was more it was rap, almost completely. Jeffrey Nothing did more, the melodic, actual, like singing.
Mm.
And then they had J Man left and Waylon Revis took his place, and he can do both very well. But in any case, a lot of bands have that. Metal bands. I'll have a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Well, like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, I love them. And I was watching some shit, and Anthony Kiedis said that his biggest inspiration in music, period, was West Coast hip hop. And once he said that, I kind of went back and I was like, he does be rapping sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? He sings, but he like if you look back, like Anthony Kiedis be rapping. Ever since then, like that'd be a dream to fucking work with him on a track. I want to get him on a track with motherfucking Rob Zombie. And I want Rob Zombie and Dr. Dre to go together and make the music. That'd be a dream.
Amazing. That would be some serious shit right there.
It'll never happen, but
yeah, no doubt. All right, so while we're doing all this, tell us a little bit about Dead and Decayed Records. You are, I know we've probably talked about this, but getting old and shit, I smoke too much weed. So,
samesies.
You are driving force behind Dead and Decayed Records.
Well, all right. So this is how this is how the EPKs say it. The electronic press kits. I am the co-owner and premier artist from it. But we do have other, like the other co-owner. He also does music, not quite on a like. He'll put out a record every 5 years, maybe. But he's dope. You know what I'm saying? And he's also my manager, and that's why he does a lot of other behind the scenes stuff. So he doesn't, but he does rap, and so me and him own it, and I'm pretty much the premier artist. I'm Hip Hop DX called me South Florida's most unique lyricist, and I think I'm still the biggest independent artist in Florida. So I'm pretty much the premier artist. But then the group that I have, HTFO, stands for Hanging the Fuck Out, and that's me and my homeboy. But it could also be a rotating cast of artists. Like HTFO is just a concept. It could be any artist at a time, but it's mostly me and him. There's that, and then we have a couple other artists, but they're not at that level yet. They're in artist development instead of an actual record deal. They're in an artist development program, and then I pretty much team up with other brands and help them out. So that's what the label is now at this point.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. I really love to hear about shit like that too, because there's so many different collectives and recording, actually, like recording companies and labels and whatever. So it's interesting to see what is what. Like Earworm Entertainment, I work a lot with those guys. I have been since the beginning, and they're not really a record label. Everybody's independent, but they roll under the Earworm Collective.
Right.
It's not like a label, but it's like that banner.
I did that with Buckshit Records a couple of years ago. I did a joint label promotion where like I was pretty much giving them a record of mine that we put both of our logos on, and we did a joint venture for a little bit where like they promoted themselves by promoting me. You know what I'm saying? Like, nice. So yeah, we did that for a little bit. And yeah, just everybody tries to get each other and hyped up and all that. And I don't really work with Buckshit no more, but I did that for a while. We do that. We try to do that pretty often. But yeah, so Dead in the Kid, we had it from the beginning. Like, so like I said, we had a bunch of groups, and it was pretty much all the same people, but in different configurations and shit like that. And so the main one that started getting pretty big, and like we actually signed a development deal with Def Jam at one point and got completely put on the back burner, and nothing fucking, they didn't do nothing at all. And but it was called Homicide, and it was me going by Maniac and my homie Crazy. And we had a concept record that we were going to do. We were going to wait for it to be a major release until we had a bigger name, and it was going to be called Rotten and Forgotten. And that's still a plan. I'm still planning putting out that double album. There was a little mix that I did called Rotten and Forgotten Tapes, because it was going to be what was that record, but now the record will be something new. But anyways, so that was getting pushed around though, that whole thing, like online and shit. And this is back like AOL days, AIM days and shit like that. Like this is back. I'm talking 2001 and shit like that. Homicide came out with its first mixtape EP called Jack and Beats, because we don't give a fuck. And then we re-released it as Jack and Beats 2, still Jack and Beats, because we still don't give a fuck. And that one was one we were pushing around, called Ron Forgotten. And somebody named Dark Withdrawal, and I wish I could find this cat to this day, but this dude came up and said, look, he was younger than us though, and he was like, look, I come from a wealthy family, I'm into music, I want to start doing music, I'm going to start now young, I got this idea, and I would like us to do it. So I already had our other shit, we were calling OV Productions, because where we recorded was hot as fuck, and we call it The Oven, and it just became OV Productions.
Nice.
But so me and him sat and talked, and we came up with Dead in the Kid Records. And that was what we were going to do. And something happened with him, and he just pulled out, and he was like, look, the name's yours, the idea is yours, and all that, I'm done. And I haven't seen him since, I haven't talked to him since. And I just met him online, actually. So I ain't talked to him since. But I took that, so since 2001, we were talking about Dead in the Kid, Dead in the Kid, Dead in the Kid. And then I completely fell off, because like I was doing the wrong shit, and then I went to prison. So there wasn't shit. When I came out, I talked to the dude that's my manager now. I said, look, Dead in the K Records, let's do it. So we went and got the LLC. And just like a year or two after we got that LLC, Corona hit. And we had that LLC, so we got them checks. And man, so now we got 5 studios. Well, we got 3, because one burnt down. So we don't have that one right now. All the equipment's fine. It's just we were renting a room somewhere, and the place burnt down. But so we got 4 studios. One of them is mobile. It's in a bag in my room. So if somebody wants to record, we record people, of course, too, because we got studios. If somebody wants to record, they can't come to me. I'll come to you. I got a whole mobile studio in a big duffel bag. It's computer, everything, all to itself. And then we got the other ones. So we record artists all the time, but there's not a lot of them that come through aren't good. You know what I'm saying? So like, but I was talking to this one cat that's dope. So we got somebody else that we're looking at, and he might be one of those premier artists too. Because this whole thing's riding on my back right now, and HTFO a little bit, but that's half me too. So, but this cat I'm talking about, J Rowe, he might come on, because he's dope. So hopefully, but yeah, that's how Dead in the Kid came up. So we had that shit since 2001, and we were just kids talking shit. You know what I'm saying? 2001, I was in high school, so we were just kids talking shit. But then we got that LLC, and now it's thing. You know what I'm saying? We got the headquarters. We had that built. It's got a studio in it, video and photo editing area, an animation area, of course, vocals we use for that. And yeah, we do everything now. When like it's just me and my homie, and I'm a fuck up, and he doesn't give a shit. So like to think that we came up and did this, and now I'm the #1 independent artist in Florida or South Florida.
Nice.
Shit, and yeah, so it's working.
That's a hell of a name. That's a hell of a title.
Yeah, I put it in my EPKs. What Hip Hop DX says, South Florida's most unique lyricist. I don't know if they meant it in a good way, but I'm gonna run with it.
Yeah, right. Well, unique is good. I mean, it doesn't matter if they like you or not. You know, that's our haters are our biggest fans.
Yep.
If people are talking about me, I'm doing something right.
Yep.
I mean,
yeah.
I gotta release more music because my monthly listeners and shit have dropped tremendously lately because I haven't released nothing. I was supposed to release something today for the show. It was going to be Forever Box featuring my homie Trip Nasty.
Okay.
And but when the master got finished, there was a buzz, and it was on my end. It wasn't on Trip's end. It was on mine, so it had to be redone, and so it's going to get released about a week from now. But that's the coldest shit. I think I sent you the sample of it. It was just my verse and a hook.
Yes,
And,
I think you did.
Yeah, Forever Box. Because that shit is so cold.
I think you did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's fucking cool. Awesome. Yeah, I got. That's one of those things. Like No Haters started out as just one little, all right, we're gonna just do a podcast, and it's become this umbrella.
Yeah, that shit's dope.
I got people that it's like they're not even like on the show anytime soon, or have been in the past or whatever, and they're dropping No Haters on their shit, or mentioning us in their in the posts about other stuff, because it's become the No Haters crew,
Yeah, oh yeah. So I'll be doing like I used to do a thing on Facebook Live and Instagram Live called True Stories with Troopy Dick Dastardly. That's one of my AKAs, and I just tell a fucked up story that happened in my life. And then that, because people be commenting and I'm telling a story, so I can't really talk to them, I started doing another one called Smoke Sesh with Killa Yak. And so people would comment, and that, because of that, I started having people on there with me, and like there'd be so many people in them comments and shit. So I have Finesse on me one night, HTFO, and there's like 100 people in the chat and shit like that. And he just says out of nowhere, he's like, "Oh, it's the early late show with HTFO," because it was like 4:30, it was 4:20 in the morning when we started, and we had a bunch of people. So we call it the early late show with HTFO. So that became the whole thing where we're building a fucking set for this man to do a talk show type shit. You know what I'm saying? And call it early late show with HTFO. It's gonna be the Finesse is gonna be like the main host. I'll be there as just the, you know what I'm saying? The Andy the motherfucking his what's his name? Anyway, but yeah, so I mean, shit is balloons.
Yeah.
You don't know when you hit that right idea until you hit that right idea.
Well, we've been talking about it. Sweepy and I talked a little bit. I've been talking to other people here and there for months now. By next year, if possible, I would just want to put together a No Haters tour. Just kind of roll me and 2 or 3 core artists and roll across the country, top, bottom. I'm not leaving any place untouched, and just pick up.
Really, you don't even need 2 or 3 top artists. You could get one artist you fuck with to go everywhere with you, and get everywhere you go, get the local people there to come up.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, well, and that's what I'm saying. Wherever we happen to go, like we get up around Michigan, can get fucking Enoch and Trip in there. Get down around Florida.
Is Too Nice. You fuck with Is Too Nice? Look him up. He's finna blow up. He's my homie. IZZ2NICE.
I want to say I haven't had him on the show. I know that. I want to say it was something he did. He was on with somebody else that I was promoting for a bit. It may be on my Spotify.
Yeah, probably. He's so hard to get a feature from. I've been talking to him for years trying to get a feature out of him, and he only does it when he does it. And if you're not there when he does it, it's hard to get him to do it for you know what I'm saying? But he's so fucking dope. And you get up in the Detroit area, yeah, fuck with him.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I haven't done a show in a minute now. Like all of them dead stopped when Corona hit, and then like since Corona, it's been just every now and then I get a show. It's hard these days.
Yeah, it really is. And I'm just starting to perform, but it's hard getting out there. And
how long have you been making music?
I said I've been in garage bands for years.
Well, I'm talking about this. Well,
this started out. So the first episode of No Haters was June 1st last year. I had Politicized on as my first guest, and then by the time I got about 8, 9, 10 episodes in, and I was doing them at least once a week when I started, I figured out the hard way that that's a little bit too much, especially if I'm going to be doing music. But I wasn't doing it in the first place, in the beginning. I was just promoting and nothing else. I got a few weeks in, like 9-10 guests, and I decided, all right, I'm going to try and do something really cool. I'm going to put together a cipher. So the No Haters cipher, the first one, the second one's in the works right now. It kind of got put on hold because of a bunch of other shit going on. But
Oh, you gotta let me get on that cipher.
oh fuck yeah, we'll talk about that afterwards. Absolutely, brother.
Man, I wish y'all could have heard the song with Trip Nasty. He's so dope.
Yeah,
I had this bitch in the bag for a minute too, waiting for a good artist, and like me and Trip Nash been talking about doing it. Finally, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna send this to you." And like the next day, he sent something back that was fire.
Nice. Yeah, he's fucking good, you know. And I've got right now. I only have 2 verses so far for the. I've got a bunch of people. You know, I have to get back to it and get the beat to them, but I have 2 verses done, and one of them's his.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, I mean, absolutely. We'll talk about that later. But oh yeah, so the first cipher. So I figured, all right, well, I'm going to get the first 7 guests. And I'm going to get them together and put them on this cipher, give them 16 bars, whatever. And I got a beat from Six Side. He took care of the mixing and mastering. Most everybody, you know, mixed their own and whatever, but he took care of like the final project.
I mix my own, but I also mix for a bunch of other people too.
So I got on here and I'm collecting stuff from people. I'm going, this is fucking dope. This is fucking awesome. This is cool. And I got that bug because, like I said, I've been in garage bands. I've been metal for years and years and years. And I went, I can do this. What would people do? What would happen if I did? And it may be total shit. I don't know. So I dropped 24 on the beginning of this fucking thing on the intro, and nobody fucking saw it coming. And everybody was like, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. So it just kind of went from there, you know, and I had supporters, personal, whatever. My ex was a big supporter for a while. I don't know if she still is.
Ain't it? Every damn one of them.
My biggest supporter right now. She absolutely
Congratulations.
My voice. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So, but anyways, that's how that started. So I mean, now I've got a few things on Spotify, and there isn't. I got 1 track on the new UGH. Who's hosting it? Jamie Madrox. This is actually the one I played at the beginning of this that actually worked. Nothing else worked. I'm gonna have to fuck with that. I may just have to play like, I don't know. I got to figure out. It may be the connection. I'm going to see if I hardwire it, see what happens if it gets better.
I mean, it wasn't that bad.
No, it was bad. I apologize for that, and I appreciate the thank you, brother. But no, it was bad. I know it was bad. I fucked up.
At least this ain't fucking up.
No, this is fine, and that's the weird thing. This is absolutely fine.
Our last show, we ended up having to switch to Instagram.
Yeah, because we were having some kind of issue. I don't remember what if it was that or
thing.
something else.
It was exactly.
That's what I thought. Because when I first ran into you, you were doing the shows on Instagram Live.
Yeah, I was doing the Instagram lives, and then I decided for the new season, I didn't want to do it like that. Partially because I didn't want to have to keep processing shit, because that was part of the problem. I had to take the video if I wanted to put it on YouTube, get it on my computer, which was a fucking mess to do, because in case you've never done this, Instagram live videos don't transfer very well. You have to take them and you have to convert them to another type of file. Otherwise, you're screwed, because they just straight up won't work. Everything, the video is all fine, but the audio slows way down, and it sounds like you're talking about a fucking whale or something. So I had to convert all the files first, and then deal with them in Premiere, and having to do this and put that in it and mix this, and I still have a whole lot to do. I'm way behind. And for anybody out there who's watching this, who's seen or not seen, is waiting for the new episodes from last season, whatever, I am so sorry. I'm going to get on that. It's just, there's just so much shit going on right now. I know it sounds like an excuse, but fuck, you have no idea. Lots of big changes. But yeah, so this just happened to be easier, and I started doing it in Zoom. Zoom is a pain in the ass, and the free version of StreamYard, which I'm using right now, is 10 times better than the paid version of Zoom. Fuck Zoom. It may be good for like meetings or whatever, but if you're trying to stream and do shit like this, don't waste your money on it. Get StreamYard, even the free version. Eventually, I want to start paying for this.
This is what most people use.
Yeah. The paid version of this is fucking amazing. I'm looking at all the different features and going, oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Then I want to use
Get there.
it. You know.
Pirate it.
Yeah, but so anyway, so yeah, that's it was originally on Instagram. I switched over here because it's just so much easier, and I can put whatever in there. And I just have to fuck with it. I have to.
See, Facebook and Instagram be fucking with me. I actually had to make a whole new Facebook page recently. They permabanned my last account. I had the maximum amount of followers and shit, and they permabanned that shit for something I had posted in 2012.
That's
what the fuck?
Stupid.
Yeah, that's
So I start all over.
Bullshit.
And then I can't access the pages that page controlled. You know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck. So I had to create all new pages of those too.
Oh, okay. And there we go. Oh, okay, cool. Anyway, so this is probably a good place to do this then. So Sweet Pea picked out a video. So if you don't mind, this is probably a good place to play that. If you're down.
Yep.
Cool. You wanna introduce that, baby?
I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, that's right. Yep. What did you just say?
Okay, so anyway, she's walking away for a minute. we're gonna play. She picked out heroin because
that's one of my personal, like that one and Beside You are two of my personal favorites.
Yeah, I can definitely see why. So
have y'all listened to this yet? Is this gonna be the first time y'all hear it?
We actually listened to it and watched the video earlier. That's how she decided she personally picked it out.
There's a reason I picked it out. There's a very good reason I picked that specific.
There's a reason I wrote it and made the video what it is.
Yeah, I figured that's why I picked it, actually.
All right, cool. These are past tense things I'm talking about though.
Same.
Yeah,
all right.
past lives.
Same.
I just poke smart these days.
Right. All right, so we're gonna
you're gonna play the video?
We're gonna play the video. Hopefully
right.
The stream's okay.
I put a spell on you. I put a spell on you. Put a spell on you because you're mine. I put a spell on you. Spell on you. I put a spell on you because you're mine.
I slid it in and now she's an addicted girl. My venom spitting in it hit her like a finisher. I sentenced her to spending her whole life in search of similar, but never heard from me again. I guess I did her sinister. Administered my sin in her. She loved it when my lust entered. She thinking we will share our worlds, but then I whirled and shit on her and split on her. She never heard me spare a caring word with her. Just hurting, then dispersed from her and dust I left just dirt for her. Was into her a minute, then I dipped so quick it's spinning her. Just crashing, smashing, dash so fast. A way to blend with different girls. They witness thrills like heaven feels amazing till I leave them still to waste away. They pray and wait for dreams of us to become real. That never will. They must be nuts to let me thrust inside their guts. Cause once I bust my gush, I duck and rush away from babe and hush. They're crushing for and wanting so much more of me to hold in touch. But no such luck, I know it sucks. Girl, please don't trust this sadist fuck, I'm heroin.
I put a spell on you. I put a spell on you. I put a spell on you because you're mine. I put a spell on you. Spell on you. I put a spell on you because you're mine.
They all think that I love them, maybe cause I always treat them so. Until I disappear and make it clear that they're now on their own. No coming home, no telephone, no text with me to let them know I'm long and gone. I know it's wrong, but still I leave them torn alone. I've shown some bliss and happiness while passionately kiss and live. Pretend I'll stay stick when they sleep and secretly astray. I slip and sick, I know, but still I go. I'm hot and cold, so quick I switch and flip into a different mode. Then stroll from road so far from this. Sometimes I wish all this despair I dish I would just fade away. But no, the hurt I cause won't stop until we're all placed in our graves. They distant far off from my way. I'm nothing you should yearn to claim. I reign the only one, so lead a blame for your heartache and pain. When they all pay in vicious ways for every girl betrayed and tossed, every female that caught feelings which I played with and shrugged off. Why do they all desire me? I lie and chiefly at all cost. I'm awful, yet the best in me they seek until I leave them lost. The worst addiction.
I put a spell on you. I put a spell on you. I put a spell on you because you're mine. I put a spell on you. Spell on you. I put a spell on you because you're mine.
That's hilarious. That's fucking
That
hilarious.
is fucking awesome. Okay, sorry, yeah, we're back. That was fucking awesome, dude. I love listening to that. I listen to that song, and I love the the sample, because
that's not a sample. That's my homegirl. So I wanted to sample Screaming Jay Hawkins doing I Put a Spell on You, but that's a 3/4 signature, so it wasn't really matching up right. So I just had my homegirl sing the how I wanted it to be sung.
Okay,
so
yeah,
it's the same word, it's sung differently, but
see, because I've heard the original. I love the Marilyn Manson version.
Yeah.
But I've been a big Manson fan for years.
I like the original Screaming Jay Hawkins.
Yeah,
most
definitely. I like old blues and jazz and anything that it's absolutely amazing. My playlist, everything I got on my phone that I listen to every day, and I don't have near enough on there. You can ask her. It's fucking eclectic as hell. It's neurotic sometimes. It goes from bop, 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 bop. Oh, look, a squirrel, because we'll be listening to ICP and then Billy Joel, and then Pantera, and then Lana Del Rey, and then Prince, and then Cradle of Filth, and Black Sabbath, and you never fucking know what you're going to get.
That's what Shuffle's for.
That's good.
Yes.
Keeps you good. I got all kinds of... So, you got anything new going on coming soon? 'Cause I know you're always doing shit, like me, and I know you also, a lot of us have to punch the fucking clock, which is why we don't put out as much shit as we would like to.
Yeah, that's for sure. So, you saw the cover in that video, the album cover, Glasgow Smile.
Yeah,
that's 2 years late so far.
Oh, shit.
Because all I'm waiting on is one song. So I just need a female vocalist to do the chorus of one song, and then that's gonna be out. So I keep saying, it'll be done by this time, but then when you're on somebody else's time, you don't know how their time frames work. So I'm not gonna say a date until I get it back. But what was supposed to be released today was a single I mean, this whole album is pretty much singles at this point because I keep dropping something until it comes out. But this is gonna be one of them. It's a single. It's Forever Box featuring Trip Nasty. And like I said, I sent you the sampler of it. It's just my verse. And HTFO has got we did an EP on if you go on Spotify, it's a 5-track EP, but you can actually download for free the deluxe version of it. That's got 12 tracks.
Oh,
and it's called FAMO, FAMO.
Okay.
And but what we're leading up to is, and we're working on now is, we got 2 LPs. Like one, they're not gonna drop at the same time, but they're 2 of the same set. And the first one is called Paper Airplanes, which means joints. And the second one is Glass Spaceships, and that's bongs. And it's gonna be 2 LPs. So one of them's coming out in the near future, plus more videos and artwork and shit like that. I'm also on Spotify coming is gonna be Yak and Six Midnight Spook Show 2.
Nice.
With missing 1 track because there's 1 track that I don't have sample clearance for and I can't get it through. So instead of being a 12-track mixtape, it's going to be an 11-track mixtape. Spook Show 3 is already up, and everybody was like, "Where's 2?" Because 2 and 3 kind of go together. It's the Spook Show collection. So that's going up on Spotify soon, and all the other streaming platforms. Other than that, man, I'm currently shopping around to get shows anywhere I can. So hopefully I'll be playing somewhere soon.
Yeah, no doubt.
And we might be having. I just want to mention him because he's my homie now. J-Ro. We might have another artist coming out that'll be dropping music. Either way, he's gonna be dropping music. It'll either be with us officially or with our backing. So
Fucking awesome. That's very cool. So you're always busy. You're always doing some shit.
there's always something, man. Right now, I'm just healing. I took a break. And like this is actually the second time this happened recently, real bad. So and it was like back and forth. So break is a little longer than it needed to be. So things are a little slower right now. But I'm not just doing nothing. Shit's stacking up. It's just not coming out yet. So there's about to be big drops coming.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I actually so Glasgow Smile, the album, it was originally thought to be like 32 tracks. It got dropped to 28, but now it's looking more like 38 tracks that I'm
Damn.
going to put out for it. So I'm not doing physical media. In fact, maybe a smaller cut of it if I can't get one that long. But I want to get cassette tapes of Glasgow Smile made up just because I want one. I don't even have a tape player. I just want a cassette tape. And the other 9 I'm going to do giveaways with. You know what I'm saying? I know you can't play them. Nobody has a fucking tape deck no more. But
You'd be
to
surprised.
me, and I'm doing so. You remember back in the day, not the clamshells, but it had cardboard slips that would go over the tape.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing one of those, and I'm designing the whole thing up, like all 360 of it, as one thing.
Nice.
And,
I'm
so
old enough.
I'm send out 9 of them just because I want one. Other than that, like I'm not doing CDs. Maybe if people pre-order CDs, or if I could get them made to order, I'll do that. But other than that, I'm also thinking about getting micro SD cards and flash drives. Get flash drives like custom designed because you can get that. Oh, and records. We'll get records too if people want them. But we're gonna get USB flash drives with the logos and shit on it, and sell the flash drive with the album on it. Now you could just delete the album if you want and have the flash drive, but we might sell the album like that, and also on micro SD cards. So like people could just get them and put them in there because you know what I'm saying, people don't have shit for physical media really no more, but they can slide a card into something and get it. So besides it, we might go physical media that route. But other than that, it's just digital these days. Even the art I do for myself and people, it's all digital. Like I got a fucking sketchbook over here that I don't even touch because I draw on my tablet because that's what makes it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do shit with a picture I draw on paper besides fuck it up one day.
Yeah, no, it's everything's just kind of gone that way, unfortunately. I mean, it is what it is, and it's still good. It's just
And it sucks because I came in at the very tail end of the old way of releasing music successfully. So that's what I learned. And it never worked because I came at the tail end of it. It all was moving to digital. And my first recordings were on 8-track. You know what I'm saying? Fucking the big shit that looks like a VCR
Yeah,
tape.
yeah.
Yeah, I was recording analog. Everything moved to digital. And I held off too because I was like recording digitally. Everything kind of sounds like it's being said in the metal room. So like I didn't want to go that way. My analog shit was so fucking bold and warm. And I mean it's garbage, so don't go look for it. It's out, but don't go look for it. Um but so I didn't want to switch. So like and everything I learned, even about all right, so my old producer who was like he's still a major influence on my life. He's an older cat and he worked with David Bowie, Dave Navarro, Bone Thugs and Harmony, fucking Prince and shit like that. Like shit, Rick James and shit. Like he's done some shit, but that old shit. So everything I learned from him going out to do on my own doesn't fucking work. I had to relearn this shit and figure this shit out. So now I know plug the motherfucking streaming platforms and merch. And then fucking, I'm trying to get my YouTube to the point where it's got enough subscribers to monetize it. I never focused on YouTube, and I got to because I know quickly if I just focus on it for a little bit, I'll get the subscribers so I can monetize that because that'll help with my distribution a lot.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
We distribute as a label. Like I'm not just paying single art because most people know you could go to DistroKid and put out your shit on your own for $20 a year, but we do it as a label. We put out other people's shit too. And
I actually use CD Baby. I've heard a lot of people like DistroKid, but I've heard some bad things about it or things that they just don't support or don't do. Like through CD Baby, I do the pro every time I release something, so it doesn't matter if it's a single or a whole album. It's one price. It's like $30, $35, something like that, which is what it is. But with that, I can also purchase a UPC code if I would decide to actually sell physical copies of it. I've got, it drops streams to every platform you can imagine automatically.
See, the DistroKid has no rights to physical media. That's why I like them. Like, CD Baby, they actually, in the thing you agree to, they have some rights to the physical media. And with DistroKid, you don't. But the best one, the one that built ΔGΓ Records, is BMI. It's hella expensive, especially to go out as a label. But what they do for you, like you just get so much shit. Like they make sure everybody that they get on there has a chance for success. I fucked up with BMI though because I put out a record that didn't have sample clearance on it, and it's just like my shit got voided and shit. So I went to DistroKid now as a label. But BMI is the best one. If an artist can afford it, really you shouldn't be distributing yourself if you're not already in a place of doing shows and you know what I'm saying? Because like other than that, just do what I did, sell the shit, you know what I'm saying? Or have a SoundCloud and hope you get discovered. But if you're able to go out, perform, if you're able to make sure you have graphics and fucking something official behind it, then distribute yourself. Until then, pay for advertising for your YouTubes and your SoundClouds.
Yeah, most fucking definitely.
Distribution pays horribly.
Yeah. See, one of the things I like about CD Baby, though, I mean, it's not BMI, but it got me right into ASCAP. So I'm covered. All of my shit is covered completely. As well as all the like extra little things you get for doing that. But I've heard good things about BMI too. Somebody else tried, I think it was Fame, to try to get me. He's like, "Here, do this. Go to BMI." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, awesome."
They're exclusive too. Like you can't just go and be like, "Yeah, you can't just order yourself a distribution deal. You have to send them an application."
Okay.
So. Like they're pretty exclusive in the fit. Like you gotta but my second check that I got from them was $23,000, and you only get paid every 3 months. But so for 3 months, that's not but 20. You know what I'm saying? Now with DistroKid, I got to do everything myself. There's no like playlist placements. There's nothing behind it. Like you got to do everything. But for a starting artist, that's the route to go until you can afford that BMI if you're gonna distribute.
Yeah. Well, I could have done BMI. Like I said, I started the process. I started the application thing, and the only thing that screwed me was I'm already a member of ASCAP.
Okay.
So I've already got somebody on my side in my corner. They collect all my royalties.
See, when I started with this, we had an entertainment lawyer already that came with like that worked with for us, not theirs. So like I never got into that because I always had my own representation and shit,
Yeah. And that's a damn good thing too. You can have your own representation. As much as you can do on your own, you're that much better off.
Yeah, this shit I didn't know. Like, even my manager though, he learns this shit. He got into it. That dude Ether, and like even like I feel like because I gotta do 1099s because I'm what I'm saying, I work for myself and shit. So I owed like $960 back to the government when I got finished doing my taxes. He went back and did them, and I ended up owing him $9. So like even the shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like the lawyer probably could have got me to zero, but we didn't even go that route. At the point of $9, they could fucking have it.
Right? $9 ain't shit at that point.
When I thought it was gonna be 600 something or 900 something, I forget what it was. That was 2020. Well, for the year 2019, or no, maybe it was for the year 2020. I don't know. I have no fucking concept of time beyond the moment in any direction.
I feel you. I'm not a whole lot better. I just kind of go with the moment.
Oh shit, Patient. What up, though? My bad. Patient in the comments. What up, though, Pamela?
Yeah, he's in there. I saw him. I gave him a whoop whoop. We were talking, so I kind of. But we have a lot of people in and out tonight. It's been pretty fucking cool.
So y'all listen? Would you listen to all them tracks I sent you? Because I sent you fucking 10 of them. I was like, just pick some around at random. Damn.
I did.
Yeah, well, we did because I was right here with everybody.
I said 5 of mine and 5 HTFO, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
that's the one he liked, huh?
Some point we got to get,
I mean, just the name of it. The first 3 seconds once the video started, that was it.
I appreciate you. I'm glad you liked it.
And like I said, it hit home.
And even without that, it's an awesome fucking track.
Yeah.
It's very well put together.
Thank
honestly,
you.
I thought that was a sample, so that's a feather in the cap of your guest vocalist on there, your feature.
So I actually wrote the verses, and I always knew I wanted a female to sing that, or I was going to get that sample. But I wrote the verses, and then I went to jail before I went to prison. So like I was in jail and prison right after that, and I spent that whole time spitting that shit. So like by the time I came out to record it, like I had that shit down pat.
Yeah, that'll do it. Got a lot of time to do nothing else, right?
Yep.
Right. I must have wrote it in like fucking 50 times between that because you lose papers and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, no fucking doubt. But that's another conversation for another time.
I can't run from it. Everybody know. I want everybody know around, especially where most of my fan base is, because like ever since the jump, I treated felonies like Pokemon. Got to catch them all, and like I can't do that shit no more. But like if me saying that I never went to jail and shit like that, like you're gonna have people lining up to tell you I'm a lie.
I got you. Have to.
She's
Okay.
hardcore pogo player.
Pogo, I don't. Oh, Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Gotta get that trainer code.
Yep.
I started playing that shit when it first came out, but then I went to prison.
Yeah, day one.
And so when I came out, the game had advanced so far from the very beginnings when I played. Like I just didn't want to play for years, but I picked it up like a year and a half ago.
So much to do in here now, like so much to do.
It just made me mad at first because you couldn't do shit. When I got locked up, you couldn't do shit except catch them. You know what I'm saying? And then like I was running on Wi-Fi at the time, so I couldn't go to the Pokestop. I was out of balls. I was done playing.
Yep.
And then when I got out, it's like you could do everything in that shit now, and it just made me mad. Everybody that I started playing with are like level 50 now and shit, and I'm like, fuck y'all, I don't even want to play. but then I got bored one day. I didn't have shit to do for just one day. I didn't have shit to do, and that's all it took. I said, bored as fuck. You know, it's like, fuck it, I'm playing Pokemon.
Yep.
And now I stay right by a gym and right by a Pokestop. Like, I could hit the gym from where I'm sitting right now, so I never run out of shit.
We got a gym, 2 gyms, and three gyms, and a bunch of stops
Like
around the corner.
3 blocks away.
Actually.
Oh yeah, I got a couple more close too. Yeah.
Right on the other side of the White House over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. You did that.
But anyway, this ain't a commercial for Pokemon Go.
Yes, no, we're not advertising every night. Underground, motherfuckers. There, that's not Pokemon Go friendly, is it?
You'd be surprised.
Well,
have you met the people? Have you met?
I have.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sitting-ish next to one of them right now. Sitting, standing, whatever.
You look like you're flat on your ass to me, so.
I look like I'm fine. Well, whatever. Anyway, it's unless you got something else big to talk about, brother, this is probably a good.
Yeah, we good. I mentioned everything. Can you, in the video details of this, post some links of mine though? The merch store, the YouTube, Spotify. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to post them all. Like, you ain't gotta put all them social media links and shit. But like the merch store, the website, the Spotify and YouTube or something.
Yeah. I had already planned on doing that. I've got one of the things I have on the list for the next week is to get your No Haters artist page taken care of, because you got one of those coming. Everybody else has been on the show.
Dope.
I just
That's
haven't.
Dope. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I'll make sure it gets done.
And that's going to have all your links on it.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah, so you wouldn't even have to worry about. A lot of people just drop there. They had a link tree or whatever, and they just dropped them.
I have one that's in the list. It's the first one on the list, but that doesn't have everything yet because I had too much shit to do when I set it up, and I haven't gone back yet.
Yeah. No, I'll have everything right there on your page.
I think the website has pretty much all the links on it. So even if you just direct to the website, I get. But whatever. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
I mean, it's whatever. I'm just saying, it's for those anybody who goes to the No Haters website, they will find everything you've got right there.
Yep.
I always make sure of that.
But I appreciate y'all having me on. Thank you. I already dropped everything that's coming out soon. The closest thing is that Forever Box featuring Trip Nasty is the coldest song I ever wrote. If y'all play any more music, you should please play either that or Beside You. I don't know what y'all do at the end. But
the end is just the end. Get off of here.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all having me on.
So yeah, much love, brother. Thank you for coming on. It's been a long time coming. We'll definitely get you back on here again.
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Everybody in the chat, much love. Check out Killa Yak on everywhere. Just Google Killa Yak. It'll come up. I promise. It'll be the first one. All right, y'all. Much love.
Whoop, whoop.
Sure.
Awesome. Cool. Awesome show as usual. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Next one, not scheduled yet, but we're going to get that up.
To be continued.
Yes, to be continued. We're going to get that up, and we'll start advertising that on Instagram. We're going to get back on there. We've been bad with there's a lot of shit going on. But pretty much resolved itself. We're going to get back into this, and we'll be spending a whole lot more time with everybody. So until then, love y'all, whoop, whoop, and we will see you next time.